Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Gabe Boll with Pure Pressure Property Maintenance. Welcome, Gabe.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so familiar last name?
Yes.
Yes, so you are related to Brittany. We don't know exactly how, but I feel like everybody in Quincy has some, right, some relation here and there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but we're not here to talk about that, guys. We are here to talk about Gabe's business, and this is relatively new. Not brand new.
3 years-ish, yeah.
3 years.
Yep.
All right, so Pure Pressure leads me to believe that it is pressure washing.
Yep, that's what it started as.
Okay.
Yep, so in 2023, I started it as end of sophomore year in high school, and I started as just pressure washing, just because it was actually a chore for me, and then I ended up liking it and figured out I could make money off it, and so I started that. And then probably last year is when I started really racking up in the lawn care side of things.
Okay.
And then, I just expanded my services and was able to do more exterior cleaning versus just pressure washing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So high school business, that's pretty incredible.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was interesting to balance both.
So what did it start just out of, I want to make some cash? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was just, I realized I could make some money. I did a few jobs terribly just because I was learning, and then I eventually went back and redid them. But yeah, I figured I could make money, and once I got my license, I was just going for it. And then, I figured out that it costs money to make money.
Yeah.
And, so then I just had a passion for business since that. So
very cool. What's obviously you got to have money to make money, but what's something else that maybe surprised you a little bit about starting your own business at such a young age?
Kind of like the communications with clients. It's a way different realm than working for somebody else.
Yeah.
You have to have those conversations with the clients and set stuff up, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work than just the work.
Right.
That's almost the easiest part, is the actual work at this point. So.
Yeah, definitely the fun part. And it's always nice to say you don't want a boss, but that does mean you are the boss, right, Gabe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want a 9 to 5, you're working 7 to 7 at that point.
Yes, you're working every day, all day.
Yeah,
so as you are a business, run down just a list of things maybe clients would call you for that maybe people wouldn't expect out of your business.
So from my business that you wouldn't know from the name, obviously lawn care, and then window cleaning, obviously the siding on your house, the concrete, stuff like that. But we do windows, we do the siding, we do gutters, interior and exterior. We can reach 3-4 stories. And then we've done a few roofs. This isn't as humid of an atmosphere as like Florida would be, but we'll wash roofs too.
So the gutters, that is something that, especially with like the recent storms, we've seen a lot of people that are having issues with water, clogging up certain areas. And I know cleaning out gutters is really, really important, especially this time of year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact number, but it is a crap ton of water that can flow through that gutter system just based off an inch of rain, just because of how much surface area your roof has.
Yeah.
And if you have a basement, that's getting flooded if those are clogged.
Yeah, absolutely. So really good time to get gutters done, but also spring is a great time to clean up your house, right? Especially on the outside, which I think some of us kind of, I don't want to speak for anybody else, I tend to ignore until it gets to that point where I'm like, ugh, this is disgusting, right?
And I'm one to point out every single house driving around town that, could use some work, but especially those north sides of the houses.
Yeah.
It's good to wash those up right around this time before you get all the lawn care or all the chairs and stuff out for summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another thing, we have a big, we have like the white fence that gets all the algae and gunk on it. So you guys do those too, I assume?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Yep. So like all that vinyl fences, vinyl siding, metal shops and stuff like that. That stuff grows on everything. If there's shade and humidity, it'll grow. So,
yeah. So now you mentioned working basically 7 days a week, right? So do you take jobs on 7 days a week if it fits your client's schedule, or how does that work?
No, I try not to actually.
Okay.
So I kind of leave the weekends as a backup.
Yeah.
So rain can throw off my mowing schedule. I mow Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays right now, and then I pressure wash Monday, Tuesdays.
Okay.
So if one of those days, like Monday, it's storm drill day, so I put that job on Saturday.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like a backup, because otherwise it would be very hectic if I tried to book 7 days a week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if people want more information on the services you offer, where would they go?
My Facebook or my website.
Okay.
So
Perfect. What's your website?
purepressurepropertymaintenance.com.
All
So
right.
it's kind of long, but it's
the name.
It's the name.
So
Yeah.
it makes all the sense in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And then if anybody is looking to, maybe they're a little bit outside of Quincy. How far do you go outside
I've
of?
been to Hannibal,
Okay.
Canton, and Fowler.
Okay.
So just charge for transportation.
Yeah.
But I've
Just
been
give
in
you a
those
call?
places. Yep.
Okay.
And there's a quote request form actually on the website. So
Perfect.
if you don't like giving phone calls, you can fill that out and get an email or a text. So,
Okay, perfect. And your phone number is?
217-506-0773.
Gabe, thank you so much. Very
Thank you.
impressive at such a young age, and I will be calling you. We have a mess of a house and a fence and all kinds of
Lovely,
things. So,
lovely.
yeah, we'll be
Can
giving you a
help with
shot.
that.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Pure Pressure Property Maintenance. Get a hold of Gabe. It's that time of year. Let's get it cleaned up, right?
Absolutely.
Time to clean up our act. All right,
Absolutely.
Gabe, appreciate it so much. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, coming up next, I sit down with Don O'Brien. We're talking storm chasing scammers, how to avoid them. Stay tuned.
Jackpot Maggie's brings the spirit of Las Vegas to Quincy. Relax, have a drink, and try your luck on the machines. Jackpot Maggie's brings real Vegas fun home. A clean, comfortable atmosphere and a great location at 1515 South 12th. Jackpot Maggie's is full of games, friendly service, and drinks that won't break the bank. Are you ready for some Q Vegas action? Jackpot Maggie's is ready. It's a doggone good time.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Don't settle for another boring lunch.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
And welcome back. Joining me now, my pal, D.O.B. with the BBB, Don O'Brien. What is happening at the Better Business Bureau?
Well, a lot.
Yeah. So we just had some storms roll through, right? And this is like prime time for scammers.
Yeah, so this is the time, again, thankfully we weren't hit as bad as some other places. I saw some coverage out of Springfield, Missouri earlier this week. Softball-size hail.
Yep.
Can you imagine?
My buddy lives there, and his windshield is toast.
Yes, they had. I saw a parking lot. All the back windows were smushed.
Yep.
The front windows were crushed in. So
Yep.
thankfully none of that's around here, and they can I don't want that anywhere, but just don't keep it around here.
Yeah.
But we did have some damage around here. Maybe not so much in Quincy, but I know that I saw some trees that are uprooted and stuff. And, so you might be thinking, okay, what do I do in this spot? Because we have had a concentration in the Midwest of a lot of these kind of incidents in the last couple of weeks. So that means the local people in these areas are stressed. They don't have the time to get to everybody. So guess what that brings in people from other places that you may or may not know. A lot of them are probably fine. They want to come help.
Sure.
Others just want to come take advantage.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you don't connect with one of those ones that just wants to take advantage.
And these could be people that are offering to clean up trees, offering to fix your roofing, right? Anything that is considered damage on your property, you could potentially get a knock on the door from somebody that you don't know, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So the first thing you're going to need to do is call your insurance company to see what's covered and what's not covered.
Yep.
And then let's say if it's roof, obviously they're going to probably have an inspector come out, take a look at it.
Sure.
Same time, you might get a knock on the door from someone. This is where we go back to always knowing wherever you live, know the solicitors or the peddlers rules for your community.
Yep.
If you live in Quincy, they have to have a solicitor's permit if they're door to door. Same with Hannibal. A lot of the smaller outlying communities don't have that. So if you're in a rural area, it's really important. It's important for everyone, but even more so in the rural areas where they might not have that protection of having gotten a solicitor's permit. Really have to get the information out of them.
Yeah.
They may just roll up in a pickup truck or some kind of van or something that has no signage on the side of it. And
Or it could have a magnet. You never know. Sometimes they look legit.
Sometimes they do.
And then sometimes they have a very well-practiced spiel that they spit at you when they come to the
Correct.
door. It
And
makes
they're
them
going to
seem very official.
Yeah, they're going to put a lot of pressure on you to do something with them now. You're going to want to make sure you get everything in writing, contract. If it's a huge project, let's say they're doing a deck for you or they're putting a roof on your house, always get a lien waiver. That lien waiver is going to protect you because what that lien waiver says is a company says, I bought all the materials that I'm putting on your house.
Right.
And if you don't have that lien waiver and all of a sudden, believe it or not, you know this because of your husband, the contractor sometimes will get things on, they buy it, but sometimes they get things on loan or, hey, give me these shingles now and I'll pay you later. They have that relationship sometimes with people. And sometimes those people don't pay their bill.
Right.
And when they don't pay their bill, the company comes knocking on your door. And then if you have that lien waiver, you can say, oh, wait a minute, I'm going back to the company and I'm, you got to get this out of them because they give me a waiver saying that I paid for everything.
Yeah. Also make sure they're insured.
Yes.
And ask for that documentation. And then when you're talking to these people, because I don't want people to think that everybody knocking on doors is a scammer.
No, not at all. But again, it's up to us to figure out whether they're real or they're fake.
Right. Right. So the first thing is first, ask for that solicitor's permit.
Yep.
Then, without doing anything, call Don O'Brien.
You
Check
can.
the BBB website because they could already have complaints about this person, this company, right? Do your homework. Make sure that they're insured. Make sure that they're offering quotes. Make sure that you do some research.
Yeah, part of that homework too is also when you ask questions, you want to ask, okay, what's your name, company name, where are you located, give me an address, give me a phone number, who owns your company, and then do a quick Google search for Joe Blow, Marion, Indiana, wherever they're from, and you can then we're not going to know about them around here, but if something's popped up and he has, Joe Blow has run into trouble where he's been previously, you're going to find that.
Yeah.
So you want to get all that information. Never sign over an insurance check to a contractor.
Oh, yeah.
That's something we get a lot of complaints about at BBB is they say, oh, I signed over my insurance check and they never came back and did any work. That's like you paid everything up front.
Yeah.
Remember, we're paying thirds or halves. We say thirds. Some companies just do half and half. Our rule of thirds is third when you sign the contract, a third when they start to work, and that final third once the work is done.
Yeah.
So that you want to keep that carrot out there for them to keep coming back. Get your receipts. Keep your contract. If things are under warranty, you want to make sure you have that in case something goes wrong. So, if it's something you plan for, obviously you can do your research over a long span of time. Yeah. But in times of emergency like this, you got a tree on your roof.
Yeah.
You need the tree down quick, and you need that roof fixed quickly. And you may have people coming from all angles, but you still got to do that work so that way you don't get ripped off.
Yeah, don't let the sense of urgency sway you into making bad decisions.
Yep.
Yeah, and in the words of my husband, make sure you know what you're getting in writing.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
Because gentleman's handshake is a great thing, but if you don't know who it is, that doesn't mean a whole
Unfortunately, we
lot.
can't operate that way
Yeah,
anymore.
Absolutely. And obviously, if you can, go local. You know, word of mouth and reviews go a long way. So,
Without a doubt.
All right. Well, 'tis the season, so stay safe. And if you do have something come up, hit up DOB, hit up the bbb.org website for scams, for company names. Do your research, right? And if they need
everything
to,
this what we talked about there is on there. Got all
Yep.
kinds of tips and info at bbb.org.
and if they need to, they can call you, right?
Yeah, 217-209-3972.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, DOB.
Yep,
I
thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club. See you then.